Good morning and welcome to Class with Coco. I go by the name of Classy Coco and you already know how it goes. Today I wanted to talk about the unseen forces within this world. Just earlier today I was just talking to my daughter about, the meaning of life and things of that nature. And a lot of the things that I think is very far-fetched. However, I feel as a human being, I have every right to explore every possibility in terms of trying to understand who I am in this world. And for myself, I wonder, what is the purpose of this world? So I've seen videos talking about the world being like almost like a virtual reality. Like it's reality to us. But when I observe this world, it's a system. And within that system, I see a lot of suffering within humanity. I see humanity not having a choice but to join whatever system they're born into. Because if they don't join that system, they then become rejects to that system, which no person wants to become. So people often internalize all their pain because there's no choice, And I look at this system and everything's real to me. I'm sitting outside the trees and stuff, but I like playing games sometimes. There's some games that I like to play, like time management games. And there's certain games where I'm like, I have my own virtual reality. Literally, there's different layers to the game and I have to collect ingredients. I have to build the factories that, make things. Then I have to deliver ingredients to them. I might have to ship ingredients and, it's all in a game. But that game is obviously based on the system called life in which we live. But just food for thought. What if this wasn't what we thought it is? What if this is a game at such a level, at 5D or 4D, whichever one, and it's so real that the pieces in the game is our reality? How would we know? How would you know if you are the creation of someone or something that has full control over you? You would not be able to ever get to source of where the programming is actually occurring. You wouldn't know. You're in it. You're in the game. You're a character in the game. This game called life. Honestly, a lot of things don't sit right to me. And I know as a human being, I'm never going to have definitive answers to many of the things that I think of and many of the questions that I want answers to. But I do know that there's the unseen of this world because of the experiences that I have had myself, which have been very hard to talk about, but I'm opening up more with this channel and expressing my views without trying to fit into a little box, because that's always made me feel more comfortable if I can explain everything so well that no other explanations needed, and thus no one would say, oh well, she's chatting shit or she's talking, what she's talking don't make sense. So I will stress that every human being has a right to explore their mind. My mind happens to be very vast and expansive, and it just grows and ideas just bubble. I have new questions every day. But the main question, what life is about, I will never have the answer to. I do feel like, obviously I've discovered this is a system, and it's self-regulating, the universe in itself, to keep to keep balance. And I know that all the energy within that system is contained within that system and reused by that system. So that system is self-managed because it recycles itself and reuses the energy to energize other things within that system. And I'm not talking cars, I'm talking animals that have souls, the energy that we as human beings are. Animals, trees, everything that is natural has its own energy field, some more than others. That energy that is belongs to the universe and is reused, which I will be talking about in many videos, because most of the stuff that I will talk about most of the time has to do with energy. It has to do with explaining the same things in different ways and possibly giving evidence to help people understand. And this is when I talk and when I express myself, it's not a thing of, oh, I want people to be like, this is the truth, this is your truth. No, you have to know that that's your truth. You can't take someone else's truth as your own. You're an autonomous being, and nobody's responsible for you spiritually nor physically. So that's a job for you and only you. And you're more than capable of it. I forgot why I started and I pressed record on this video. But yeah, that's it. The unseen. So there's things within the life that I've experienced that no one can explain to me. It's even got so bad within my life that I myself would prefer to be labeled or to say and know that I'm actually crazy. And maybe I am. Everyone's brain's different. Maybe my brain's a bit neurodivergent and it's a bit nuts to some people. I don't know, because I find it hard to understand myself at times. But I'm not stupid and I'm not crazy, and I know what's happening around me. And I can also make sense of reality. That sounds funny considering but reality, no, for real. Reality to me is things that there are no explanation for. I do feel like as a human being, there has to be an element of self-governance within you. Not all the time you're going to be validated by anyone else. What if you're special? What if you're different? Who the hell is you and who the hell is anyone else to say anything else about that? I know we're all the same, but we're different. We are different. We're not cyborgs. Well, some people are, because some people are just easily programmable. Maybe there's levels to this virtual reality. I do feel like there's some sort of graduation process. I do feel... But yeah, we're not talking about that today. Right now I'm looking, a man just walked past me. I'm seeing cars and buses. But there's something within me that knows that that's not all. And there's more to it that I just can't see with my 5 senses. And I'm an empath, so I feel stuff. And I'm not going to lie, our self-disclosure, imagine seeing something but not seeing it because it's not physical. I don't know how that's going to be explainable, but I've seen things like that make me question stuff. And those things make more sense to me in some ways, because if that is the case, then there is more to this, and there's more to what we know about human beings and who we are and life. We just don't know it. So it's not just that life is pointless. It's just that we don't know the full meaning of it. And so we're just living at a capacitated level because we don't know everything. If you don't know the rules of a game, how are you supposed to play it fully? If you don't know the loops, you don't know the little hacks, you don't know, you know what I mean? I have bright ideas and sometimes I want to share them. I can go round, but you know, this is Class with Coco and you already know how it goes. Take what you can from it if you want, because I'm just trying to learn, and anything that I feel is beneficial to me, I like to share it with other people that may be similar to how I am, and it can help them not ignore what their intuition or their other senses show them or manifest to them. So yeah, anyway, on that note, I'm gonna be gone and I'll catch you all up soon. I hope you all have a blessed day, yeah, and a good week.